And Ryan, I'm going to ask you, like, why would a realtor, why would a seller not want to put their house on MLS? I mean, can't they make more money if they just put it out on MLS? If you're a seller, why would you do that? If you're a realtor, why would you do that? Don't you want more money? Don't you want more commission?
I mean, so are you talking about the seller or the realtor? I mean, if I'm a seller, a lot of times people just don't want people in their house. Um,
Yeah.
there's many reasons jump inside a seller's head, but I would say the biggest one is they just don't want them. They don't want the showings. They don't want people in their homes. They're germaphobes. They want a streamlined process, and it's groups like ours that provide that service. Where hey, we're the easy button. We close quick. We close cash. And a lot of times, even if the numbers work, we don't even need to see the house. We buy sight unseen all the time. Does that answer your question?
Perfect. That answers my question. And, so some people will take the potentially less money, and that's potential because you can have your house on market for 30 days, 50 days, 100 days, and then you end up with a lot less money, right? Because now your house has been on market so long and it's not attractive. They just, they take foregoing the possibility of making more money in the future just so they could sell their house now, get their cash, and not have anybody bother them. I mean, it was so sad. Like today, I got Ryan. We'll talk more about the deal, but we went out to this property, and this lady, she lost her husband, and you go in the house, and it's all of their family's, items, and they don't want people in their house messing with their stuff. They needed a lease back. They need time to move. I mean, imagine they have showings and they have people every single day marching through their house, strangers that they don't know. I was out looking at a house in Arkansas for myself, and the sellers were just like, "No, we don't want anyone to come look at our house." I'm like, "How am I supposed to buy it?" They're like, "I don't know, but I got a lot of valuables in here." The guy, weird enough, he was a crystal collector and one of the biggest crystal collectors in America, and he has like millions of dollars of crystals. And I was like, well, dude, I need to see the house. And he's like, well, I don't really want anyone here. Right. So a lot of sellers will just forego that aggravation just to sell quick. And some people need money now. And there's just a ton of reasons. You call a fund like us, or you call it maybe a serious wholesaler investor like you, and they trust that the house is going to be sold within and closed within 14 days, and that your price is your word, and it's a good number. So yeah, Ryan nailed that one. Let's call this
I would
property.
say just
Yep.
I would say just I mean find out what those pain points are and the motivation. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, it's your job to ask good questions and
Yep.
figure out what they need, and you are their solution. It's that simple. So just ask good questions, figure out what the pain points and motivation is, and you can work around it and get creative. Like you said, I mean, we can provide lease backs. We can, do a really quick close. We can work with the sellers. I remember one time maybe they want to leave maybe they have a ton of junk that they don't want to take with them. Hey, we'll take the house as is. I don't know what. I put sellers up in hotels before. It's just your job to just go above and beyond for these people, and that's how you get, discounted homes. You're solving their problems at the end of the day.
It's the bunnies, guys. I mean, again, I love Pace Morby because he says it so well. It's the bunnies. That one deal, and he always tells the story. That one deal, it wasn't about, a lot of times it's not about the money, it's about the solutions that you can provide for these sellers. Someone's in pre-foreclosure. Can you help them get a hotel? Can you help them with moving costs? Can you just think outside the box and just be a kind person? And Pace's story is that he helped a lady find a home for her bunnies, and that's how he was able to get a house. I mean, that's the stuff y'all got to think about. And then when you're talking to those realtors, you know, you can just have those real conversations with them, because these realtors are going to bring you deals and be like, "Hey, you're the problem solver, you're the solution solver. How can there you go? How can you solve this?"